to our new series, Warm Ones.
Good morning. I'm Chef Jeremy. I'm the executive chef for W&M Community. And we're going to walk through the W&M Community Warm Ones hot sauces for today. So we have a wide selection today. Some of our local vendors are featured. The first two sauces are from a company called Newland out of Norfolk. One is a peach blonde and the other one's honey habanero. They're more mild. Next we have Texas Pete. Everybody knows Texas Pete. Next one I had to get the name we can't say, buffalo sauce. After that we have the Green Man and Riveracha, and those are both from Fermented Fire, which is another local partner in Roanoke, Virginia. And then after that, we have Volcano Sunrise and Angry Assassin, which is from one of our partners in Harrisonburg, Fury Sausage. So go a little bit from mild to a little bit more intense, and then I had to pick up this one specifically in case anybody was feeling adventurous. Just had to get that as an option. So, thank you.
Today we have Evelyn, Parsonage, and Emma Primini, both class of 27. They're our OADs, two of our OADs for the next year. We partnered with W&M Dining, who cooked us some beautiful boneless wings with some great sauces. So, yeah, we'll just get right into the questions. Okay. Our first wing is the honey habanero sauce from Newland. It's a local business. I think it's important.
I'm getting a good hint of honey. Yeah, it's sweet.
Oh, I didn't know.
Really good.
Yeah, I like that one.
I don't think it's
I like that.
I'm kind of scared of where we're starting because that
That
sounds
was
like
like a
it.
little.
All right, so the first question is, how did you end up at W&M Community?
I can start. So in 8th grade, I'm from the outside of Philadelphia area, but in 8th grade, my class traveled down to Williamsburg for a week-long trip. And my friend was like, let's go visit W&M campus and go to like the bookshop and get sweatshirts and stuff. And I was like, okay, like sure, but I don't really know about this school. Like, I'm only in 8th grade, but there's no way I come here. And I think at that exact moment in time, the universe is like, this is the school you're going to go to because it said that. And so then in high school, I revisited and I fell in love with campus immediately. I was like, this is the place I have to go. So that's why I ended up here.
I'm also from NC. I'm from Connecticut. And I was talking to like my school counselor, and I was like, I don't really know where I want to go. Like, I don't really know what I want to do, kind of what I want. And she was like, well, how about W&M Community? And then just like a big, like 400-page like book about schools. And I toured on Halloween of my senior year. It was the very last college tour that I went on, and I was like, I really love it here. Like, especially touring in the fall. So like the CW scene, and then I applied to a decision, and now I'm here.
It's nice that you guys knew what you wanted because I did not. I didn't get into my top school. That's why I'm here. But you know what? I'm glad I stayed. So, all right. The second question is, what is the most W&M thing you've seen a student do on campus?
I think the most literary thing that I've ever seen someone do might be this show. I think taking your internship experience or passion for working at STEM into the school and coming up with the idea of doing a Hot Ones spin-off show is very unique and very fun, and I just think very W&M idea. I love it.
I think for me, because we have a lot of like women reenactor population that also overlaps with students. rolled up in the full like bonnet, boots, and skirt. So.
I did girl every single day my freshman year history class I wore a whole thing. But I think it was just for love of the game. I don't think she actually worked for Columbia Williams. You know what? I respect it. So.
That's like my number one bucket list item while I'm a student here is to find someone, not to reenact, but just to like try on the outfit. I want to find someone who will let me try out the whole like
I want to like
period.
be like turning the butter and colors for less
I want to be immersed.
How would you describe the vibe of William and Mary to someone who's never been? Or like as like a Spotify dates. Like,
I feel like, especially this week, swampy, wet, whimsical, historical Friday morning.
I don't know, as someone who uses Apple Music, I never know how to answer that question.
it's just like randomly generated words based on what you're listening to. So if you get to the end for like your William and Mary week this week.
Preliminary, like, oh God, this is a dumb question. I'm so bad at this question.
It's just like the vibe of William and Mary. Something.
I would say the vibe of Blue Mary is everyone is very like unique in their own way, but there's like this hidden commonality that we all share. So I think there's like kind of a unspoken bond that runs across this, like a quirkiness vibe that I really enjoy.
I remember when I was applying to William and Mary, one of the supplemental questions was like, what's one talent that you have that like is very cool? And then I didn't realize like I was foreshadowing for coming here and everyone has these like crazy niche talents. That's insane. All right, our second wing and our second sauce is Texas Pete Original Hot Sauce. So we're getting up there. You know, really pushing the limits of warm ones. Okay.
Cheers! That's good.
We're just gonna say it's good for all. Okay. So this question is, what is the underdog of William and Mary traditions?
For me, I think the underdog of literary traditions is the CW welcome that we just started doing again at the beginning of the school year. Mostly for new students, but everyone's welcome. And it's just been a really fun time to like get more involved with the local community. Like, I feel like even as someone who's been here for a few years, I learned a lot about Williamsburg and like the resources it has during that orientation event. So that's been really fun.
I feel like it's not really underdog, but it did just not happen. Charter Day is like being a junior. This is the first charter day that I actually went to, and like I cried.
I cried at charter day too. This one was very
It
inspirational.
was like no, because Alice Spanberger and Ken Burns, like that was like the perfect combo of people to talk. I don't know. It made me feel very like go try. Like I was like wow. So I don't know if it's underrated, but it was like really cool to see, like especially all the alums. Like my professor was sitting right in front of me, and he was like, it's like, so I really like that.
I would have said charter day too. This was also my first charter day ever, unfortunately.
It was a good one.
It was.
That was good.
333. Angel number.
It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah.
Okay. The next question I have is, what is the most chaotic moment you've witnessed during orientation?
I feel like the first year I was in away for the Randolph complex, which no longer exists.
Shout out Randy.
Shout out Ran Jam. I was in away for Preston second. And they were really obsessed with seeing who get like the biggest like stick. So they would be like foraging in the woods to like just like see who could get like the fattest and longest stick. And I feel like that was very chaotic because like we'd come back and they'd be like, I found another stick, and we're like, well, we already have this one, and like we can't walk into cheers with like a tree. So I feel like definitely like an understated chaotic moment.
I think a personal chaotic moment was the first time I was in OA and I had my first Celsius ever. because I've always been very anti-caffeine, but it was like mid-orientation, and I was like, I think it's time that like I try this out and see what everyone's talking about, because I was having a very like tired day, and I literally dropped my students off at an event, and I was like basically sleepwalking them there, and then I went and I drank an entire Celsius, and then I picked them up, and I had my flag, and it was in Kaplan, and I was doing laps around the top, and I was like, wow, like running around like crazy, and they were like, this should be a commercial for Celsius. Like, we've never seen someone affected so deeply by the caffeine. So I think about that often.
Last year during orientation, I had, I think, 2 Celsius, and they might have been the big ones.
Yeah.
During the Kaplan event, when all of our students were at Kaplan, and I had to leave with Sydney and Ollie because I was like, I need to sit down, like my world was spinning, this is not good, this is not good.
400 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah. I think my most chaotic orientation moment was this year, my 3rd year in LA was the first year I actually got to walk with my students to convocation. Because the previous 2 years, I've always had a student that either just broke their foot or like broke their foot so bad that they like, couldn't walk on crutches. And LMSS doesn't run past 5, so I would walk with them. And it took us, that 1 year we were in Grand Jam, it took me 45 minutes or an hour to get from Randolph to the Rand in the 95 movie. So, good times. All right, my last question for this round is a little pivot, but what's the most meaningful experience you've had so far at W&M Community?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is when I was a freshman, my OAs on the last day of orientation had my entire hall walk across the Trimdale Bridge together, and I think that really like left a lasting impact on me, and I'm still very close with my freshman hall, like they're still my best friends. So having that moment to kind of look back onto and be like, wow, like how far we've come since then, and it's every year since I've made mine, I'll do that as well, because I think it's just such a good like bonding, community building moment, and it's really fun. And I like think of my friends every time I walk past Trimdale.
That's so sweet.
I feel like definitely my orientation freshman year, like, because I was in like a suite, so it's kind of like I already had a couple of people that I could be friends with, but like my always really like I'm best friends with them now. Like I've been living with like one of them for the past 2 years. Like we're living together this summer, like in our internships in New York, and like that is so special to me because it's like that connection was really like facilitated at our first like in the corner 11 lounge, like writing our name tags and doing like our like initial like empathetic Emma like icebreaker, and like it's still something I remember. Like I'll see my hallmates from freshman year, like I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, whatever the thing was.
And those adjectives stick.
They do stick.
I was dancing Danny, which isn't an adjective, but you know, I can still remember it. We got her despicable Danny. So I still remember like jumping Jennifer and like super Sydney. So,
Yeah, I still call my friends for that. I was enthusiastic at the time.
yeah. Our third sauce and our third drink is Hot Ones buffalo sauce. Don't sue us, please. I'm excited. Really is one.
It's got a nice feel to it. Not quite.
My first question for this round is, if you could staff any late night orientation event as like a staff member, I have no idea, I have no idea, which one would you pick?
I would pick late night at the rec, but I would specifically be the guy that like runs the mechanical room.
Okay. What about the DJ?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one, but I feel like the mechanical roll kind of really needs to be. Because like that's just so fun. Like you can just get like woo, sending people around. Like I don't know. Like I feel like that'd be fun to
announce all of the staffs and the cheers and the athletes that come out, and he just always has like the best energy. So I would love to be him.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you said you don't want to dress up in colonial garb and
Ooh, close second. Close second.
If I can draw.
Yeah,
If I can draw.
Go see yourself.
the dancing, the turning muscle. Okay, my next question is, if you could challenge another staff member to do hot ones, who would you pick and why?
I know what. And I'm challenging Kathy Rowe to get on warm ones and come try to bomb specifically the spiciest hot sauce we have.
I'm going to challenge Mike London. You have to come and try the bomb as well. Hottest hot sauce that we have. I think it'll be a good way to get athletics involved. Go try. I work for athletics. Let's go!
All right, for our fourth and final wing and sauce, we have green mint, various style fermented hot sauce. It's the spiciest thing we've gotten so far.
Just off of initial vibes, it looks a little like green and sacred. You're green. You're green. You're really green. I'm just kidding.
It looks like a dynamite.
I'm kind of scared.
That one might be my favorite.
What's flavor by far?
I don't know.
I don't know what flavor green is, but I like it.
Okay, there's like lightning speed
The
up.
aftertaste is a little spicy.
Okay, favorite academic building?
The business school. No.
I'm gonna say the new ISC.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, residence hall or OA staff pride? What's your favorite?
DuPont.
Wow. Underrated spot on campus.
The Matopia dolls and like the boathouse.
I feel like what it gets more about in like the area between the president's house and the park, it's really personal. I like to sit on the left side of the park with like two partners. It's very underrated. No one goes over there. It's also good for people watching.
Which William or Williamsburg aspect would you like to see brought back? Anything, additions, stores.
Stores? Like I wish the general store, I know it's like open as like a souvenir shop, but I wish like that general store vibe was like brought back. Like we kind of have it in Wawa, but I don't know, like more traditional.
I think it would be cool if like they brought the person like was like off campus, like after taken out as a transportation class, like we just kind of instead of person like
I personally have been like, let's put all the classes back in the rent. So like all 6,000 people in the rent at the same time.
Yeah.
Bring us back
Oh,
up.
it's
Okay, and if you could eat lunch with one William and Mary all night, who would you pick?
It would definitely be Pat Oswald because I feel like that would just be such a fun lunch.
He's great.
And that's Ratatouille. Get him on one ones. Pat Oswald, get on one ones.
I feel like Glenn Close, Hunger Games, like
Yeah.
that is like I was like when I first saw it I was like, and then like being really like my kids and stuff that I was doing. So Glenn Close,
Yeah.
if you see this, please join us on Warm Ones.
From Knives Out to Warm Ones. Acting journey. Alright, that's all I have. Thank you guys for coming to Eat Wings and being our first guest on Warm Ones.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.
Ventura Highway.